All right, guys, part 5. Got some more books for you. The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. Anything by Tim Ferriss, I will pick up and read. I follow his podcast on iTunes. I follow his website. He's kind of known as the life hacker right now, and the godfather of life hacking, I guess you could say. But this book alone has completely altered my mindset around lifestyle design, basically creating the life that you want to live rather than waking up every day and being a victim of circumstance. It made me approach the way I run my business differently, the way I approach travel. One of the biggest takeaways from this book for me was going on vacations. He calls them mini retirements. Every few months, and instead of waiting until you're 65, 70 years old, like my grandparents did, and travel when your health possibly will be ailing, you're tired, you're just not physically able to do the things that you can do in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, he recommends actually designing a lifestyle where you can do those things, run your business, in such a way where maybe you work with your spouse and you can take your dog for an afternoon walk. You don't have to be sort of locked into this 9 to 5 kind of lifestyle. A little controversial, some people give this guy shit because they think he's full of it, and it's really all up to you. He's got a cult following. There are people out there who really identify with this mindset like I do. I love it. So really, really, I think everyone should read this book, whether or not you ever want to own a business. It's just an interesting idea about how to approach your life and design your life rather than, again, being a victim of circumstance. If you're a writer or any kind of artist, The Artist's Way, Julia Cameron, she is fully responsible for my 45 minutes of journaling every single morning. Just really great concepts about how to, again, kind of Tim Ferriss, how to create your life, going back to childhood and thinking about the things that really spoke to you and made you happy and excited about life. And, writing, of course, and creating, whether that be painting, being a musician. She covers all that in this book. So just a really great book. Another one I've marked up and will refer to often. So a lot of these are all reference books. If I have a thought or a question about something, I run to my bookshelves and I find my book that I'm looking for, and I, refer back to it. So that's the best part about having your own library. You always have them at your fingertips. So this is how I got my wife. Just kidding. Kind of. The Art of Seduction, Robert Greene. Another controversial book. Awesome book. I'm not, seduction isn't limited always to romantic relationships. There's a certain persuasion and influence you have to have, even in business, with your friends, your significant other, if you're just dating. Really interesting concepts here, but you have to have an open mind, but you also have to be a particular kind of person, I think, to be able to do the things in here without coming off psychotic. I'll leave it at that, or sociopathic. Interesting book, though. Delivering Happiness. I love Zappos. I love shopping on Zappos. I love Tony Hsieh. He's the author, but he's also the owner and creator of Zappos. So he's got some pretty cool, innovative ideas about how to run a business, which obviously Zappos has been very successful. So really creative guy. Awesome story for business owners out there. I am a huge fan of rap. I love Russell Simmons. I love any of his business ideas, especially, the ideas and kind of creativity that rappers have brought to business. And there's this sort of relationship there between, Jay-Z's a very successful business guy. But anyway, Russell Simmons, anything by him, I will pay attention and pick up and read. He's into yoga and meditation, but also he has a nice appreciation for rap, which I love. The Art of Nonconformity, breaking all the rules with your business, with your life, however you want to live. Fun little book, very fast read. This guy's got a good website too. How to fight authority, how to think differently about life. Not in any kind of malicious way, but just kind of living life on your own terms. That's kind of the idea. I gravitate towards books like that. The Powerful Engagement. I have recommended this in seminars before. All about just how to focus. Definitely putting your fitness and your exercise and good nutrition as a priority, because all of that influences your energy. Your energy influences your productivity and your relationships. So if you're tired and lethargic and just you feel like crap every day, well, how are you going to treat your spouse? How are you going to treat your kids? How are you going to perform in your job? So this is a book that kind of helps you, make sure your sleep is good, identifying ways to fix those problems if they are in fact a problem. So good one right there. Lastly, I'm going to go over how I take notes. I catalog them by alphabetical order. I use index cards. I've actually had this thing since I think like third grade. I never threw it away. I think these index cards are from third grade. Basically what I do is I take the title of the book. I'll take it, so like Rework. I read the book Rework. If there's a paragraph or a quote in the book that I really like, I'll jot it down on an index card here, and then I'll just file it away under the R's. And it's just a really great way to keep all your notes, ideas, quotes, and just your whole thought process organized so you can quickly refer back to it. And you don't have to go like dig through and find your book and see where you marked it or whatever. So take notes on all your books. This is your education, and this is a way for you to build up this library. It's so valuable. I think it's underestimated. A lot of times we're a culture who likes to watch TV, likes to watch a lot of movies. People don't really read anymore. And fiction books are great too. I didn't show you any fiction books here, but I'm a huge nonfiction book reader, and I should probably introduce some more fiction into my life. But right now, I'm eating up as much nonfiction as I can. But these are valuable ideas that they're gifts to you. Books aren't very expensive. They're really not, and to me, it's a worthy investment. So visit Barnes and Noble, check out books on the library, check out Amazon. There's a lot of bargain books that you can find too. So build your library up. It's one of the best success tips that I could recommend. Shut off the TV, get rid of cable, and read, because that's how you create the life that you want to have. Have fun.